Hey guys, welcome again to another session with Victoria Showme, aka First Lady V. And today I want to share a few things with you. This might cause you to think again, but don't think too much into it. And also, it may really awaken something up inside of you as we are going towards the end of the year. And I begin to look at myself, look at my business and look at different things and not like home. What is holding me back and what is holding you back? And so I'm going to share briefly with you on how to overcome certain fears, how to confront your fear, how to take that power away from fear, whatever it is that is holding you hostage, whatever it is that is kind of making you to be stuck. I don't know what you are afraid of. And I can tell you, your fear might be real, but then when it comes to a fear of what is next to happen to you, when it comes to a fear that is standing between you and your next level, that is what I'm going to talk about. All right. There is an acronym for fear that said false evidence appearing real. And this is when it comes to you achieving success, when it comes to you advancing in life, when it comes to you making a progress in life. What fear is holding you back? Let me tell you, this kind of fear is so strong sometimes when it grips your heart. It kind of renders you powerless, and you look at yourself as if you are nobody. You look at yourself as if you got no power, that you cannot even do anything. But let me tell you, fear is a kind of weapon of the enemy to attack your mind. And the enemy thinks once your mind has been defeated, he has taken a power, or he has taken a power over your life. And by so doing, you kind of step back, and instead of you leaning forward and taking the next bold move, you are stuck. You retreat. So, which type of fear is confronting you today? We are aiming towards the end of the year. Two-thirds of the year has actually gone. And we have one more, the one third of the year left. And I really want to encourage you and awaken something inside of you that whatever is stopping you, whatever fear you are confronting, we are going to pull it down together today. So fear can cripple one's dream. That is the extent of fear. The part of fear can cripple one. It can keep you hostage. Honestly, that instead of you seeing that there is more to life outside of what you are now, that fear will keep you in perpetual bondage, and it will restrict you in such a way that you can't even think outside of what is going on. So I'm going to talk about four types of fear, and I don't know which one you're going through right now that you can resonate with. Number one is the fear of unknown. If you have the mind of achieving success, you want to start a business, you want to transition into a new career, or maybe in a relationship, or whatever you want to do, a type of fear can come as a fear of the unknown because you don't know what is going to happen, and because of that, you are hesitant to take the step. So let's say, for example, you've been having this on your heart to start a business, to go fully into business or go fully into ministry or start a non-for-profit. But a fear comes in, a fear of the unknown, because you don't know what is going to happen if you leave your comfort zone, the things that you are comfortable doing right now. If you live there, what is going to happen next? So it's a fear of the unknown that can get you stuck, and constantly you'll be thinking, oh, I wish I'm this. Or you see other people in what you envision, and you really want to do it, but then the fear is like, the way you are is okay. Fear of the unknown. Another type of fear is a fear of judgment. Hmm. And that is a really big one. And especially if you are someone who seeks and get validation from other people. So you are afraid of what people might say. For example, you are in a career that you don't like, that makes you so miserable, and you really want to transition into something else, but then you are afraid of what people will say, how people will judge you for leaving this into that. Fear of judgment. You want to be in a relationship, but you are afraid of judgment. Let me tell you, people will never stop talking about you. Honestly, they may not say it to your face, but people always talk about you. So if you want to give them something to talk about, keep them busy. Honestly, it draws attention to you. And sometimes you can see people, especially those celebrities, all of a sudden they just do some weird things because they want people to talk about them. They want to get in the news. So don't be afraid of what people will say. Don't be afraid of judgment. Don't be afraid of people validating or non-validating you. This is about you living a fulfilled, happy life. Another type of fear that people experience is the fear of failure. Oh, I have been there before. That you are afraid what happened if you fail. And let me tell you, we all fail forward to success. Nobody, all of these great people you've written about, you've read about, you've heard about, let me tell you, one way or the other, they failed. Honestly, we never get it perfect the first time we do something. If you look at a child, the first time a child starts to take a step, it will stand up and fall down. Stands, fall. It never stops. The child continues to get up again. Honest, each time a child falls, if you ever seen a little one, a toddler starting to walk, they will stand up, fall down, and they will get up again until they perfect that. And before you know it, they begin to run. You have to really catch your breath to be able to catch up with them. So, feeling of success, we will fail. Know that. Don't let anybody tell you, oh, it's gonna be perfect. We fall forward, we fail forward to success. And failure is part of life because you get to understand how not to do things. I have failed so many times in my life and I have shared it openly with people. If I failed, that means I haven't gotten it right. That means there is a step I'm missing. If like you cooking, if you never cooked before, you're making a meal and you following the recipe. If it doesn't come out the way it should, probably you missed any of the recipe, you missed a step. That is okay. By the time you do it the second, the third time, you will not even need to look through your notes again. You will understand. I mean, like, you will be so perfect. You will not even need to use any measuring cup. Oh, if you are a cook there today, you don't need to measure salt again if you put in it. You already know how to do that. So don't let the fear of failure to hold you hostage, to kind of like hold you in that situation. It's okay to fail. Everybody has failed one time or the other in their lives. I have failed in business. I have failed an exam, but I didn't let that stop me. I did the exam again and I passed. So please don't give power to the fear of failure. And another one, the last one that I'm going to talk about, is the fear of success. Yes, you look at yourself like, how will it be when people hear that this, I'm doing this, I'm running a 6 figure, 7 figure business? If people hear, even yourself, you might be doubting yourself, like, I cannot wrap myself around that. Like, how does it happen? Oh, let me tell you, it is real, but when you confront those fear, let me tell you, you will enjoy, because success, it worth every ounce of tears, of sweat that you put in. That by the time it comes, you will enjoy it. Let me tell you. So, how do you manage your fear? And I'm going to use another acronym for you of fear, which means that face everything and rise. Face everything and rise. So, how do you face your fear? Number one, you want to make sure that you're crystal clear on what God has laid on your heart to accomplish. I am a woman that I really want my voice to be heard. And so many years ago, I'm always dread of public speaking. Even while I was in class, I will not even raise my hands to ask questions. You see that I write the questions down, pass it over to a friend, to pass it over to the professor, because I want to remain anonymous. Or tell a friend, and God was so good to me. I always have a friend in my class. I will tell that friend to ask a question for me. But as life continues to unfold, I want people to hear my voice. And then what did I do? I began to take classes on public speaking. And I started just public speaking little by little, one to one, then one to three. I will do masterminds, I will have a group of people. And today, honestly, I can speak in front of thousands of people. So the thing is, once you identify, the area of fear that you are in, is to look for way to navigate through that. So if you are having a fear of public speaking, for example, start speaking little by little. Learn you can be part of a Toastmaster to sharpen your skill. Look for something that will help you. If you are afraid of failure, fear of failure, read books. Behind me here, I have about four shelves of books, honestly. And I see I have some that cannot even fit in any of the bookshelves that I have. Read Read a lot of books, connect with people. That will give you confidence, because let me tell you, knowledge empowers. When you know something, it will propel you forward. So don't let fear grip you and hold you bound. Liberate yourself. And by the time you take action, you will discover that what you're afraid of is not as magnitude as you think it is. And those days, I wouldn't be afraid to use a phone to call somebody. Like, oh, that phone will like it, it weighs like 1,000 pounds. I'm like, oh. And sometimes I will call and I will be praying that God, don't let them pick up. And then the person will say, hi. But I begin to practice. I begin to practice. I read books. I listen to people. And I begin to overcome that fear of public speaking. So whatever it is that you want to overcome, read books, connect with people on that, take classes, and be comfortable with people making fun of you. It is okay. And sometimes I make fun of myself. I would tell people, I say, well, I have a very strong and thick accent, and people will laugh. I said, by that you can know where I came from. But it lessened the pressure. It lessened the pressure. So for somebody to say, "Oh, Victoria, your accent is thick," I know. That is why I'm speaking so softly. Very solemn. Like, I know, and that is okay. So my encouragement to you, even as we wrap up the end of the year, what is it that you are afraid of? Is it the fear of unknown? Go and get more information. Don't let anything to stop you. Is it the fear of judgment? Please don't at all. Don't let anybody to decide your future. All right? And people will talk about it and they will move on. And sometimes we are so consumed thinking that people are talking about us all the time. They too, they have their life going on for them, honestly. And if they choose to be talking about you, give them something to talk about. By the time they have the next stories like you succeeding, you thriving, let that be a fuel for you. If you are afraid of failure, read books, ask questions. And if you are afraid of success, visit people who are successful. I remember there is a woman I adore so much. I listened to her, and one day I was able to attend a conference. I paid extra to have that personal relationship with her, to be very close. And we were so very close to the extent that they took us to our office and I walk through that office, let me tell you, oh, I am never afraid of success. I'm like, if she can do it and have all these, oh, I look good in it. I took pictures. I brought the pictures on. The other day, I was flipping through my phone. I'm like, yes, I'm getting there. I'm getting closer. So don't let any fear to stop you. That is my encouragement. And if you need to talk to somebody, I'm just a phone call away. You can schedule a quick 15 minutes with me and let's debunk this fear. Let's take that power away from fear and let's give you a dose of catalyst, a dose of confidence that you are more than able to achieve those big things. And I'm trusting God. I'm praying that the Lord will order your step. The Lord will give you the grace and all the dreams you are thinking about. The Lord will make them happen. I love you. This is Boss Lady V. Have an amazing one. Bye.